銀河鉄道39エターヌル
Okay, let's continue reading Chapter 1 of Volume 5 of Galaxy Express 39 Eternal. The chapter title here, Unmei no Namida. Unmei no Namida. The Tears of Fate, the Tears of Destiny. This is the ancillary material that seems to be continuing off the prologue chapters where we got introduced to Destiny here, Destiny Shura, who runs basically everything about the Galaxy Railway. From the first station. So watch all those previous chapters if you want to see. We've been introduced to Mamoru, who is this character, well, we'll see him, I guess, soon, who is applying to be the SPG. Again, watch all the previous stuff if you want to see what that's about. We are not going to finish off the chapter here. This is going to be the second of 3 parts total. Yuki Mamoru SPGA no Shigan wa Kawarimasen ka? So this is the name. This is that kid. Mamoru Yuki is the name, Mamoru. Towards the SPG's application, as for that, is it not changing? So as for the application towards the SPG, which is the Space Panzer Grenadier, the Space Armored Grenade Warrior, Yuki is not changing that. Zettai ni kawarimasen. Absolutely will not change. Boku no shinnen desu. It is my conviction, my belief. So, although this is all one chapter here, there was like a pause point, which was presumably a pause in the original publication. And that is kind of the dialogue that had ended somewhere back here. Oh, no, it was the end of, this is actually the dialogue from the end of Prologue 3. So Prologue 3, which is the chapter before this was largely the dialogue between Layla and Mamoru. That he's not going to change his desire to apply for the SPG. They keep calling the SPG the most strict, harsh, bitter job in the galaxy, or duty in the galaxy, in the universe. Okay. And this is a map of the Galaxy Railway. All right, so we go from that. We're still continuing here in this first chapter into this. That's the control center, which we've seen before at this point. And there is Layla and Mamoru talking. So we'll zoom in to see what they're talking about. Tatoe tochu de shinu you na koto ga atte mo, keshite koukai wa shimasen. This is regret. Yeah, okay, so he is saying, this is Mamoru's talking, if on the way, seeming or trying to die event, even if that occurs. So even if I should die on the way, tochude, even if I die on the way, not clear to what, absolutely, as for regret, will not do. So I will definitely not regret it, even if I die along the way. Boku ga jibun de kesshin shita koto desu kara. Me, on my own, having done conviction of the heart event it is, that's why. Because basically I've determined to do this by myself, or not by myself as alone, but I myself am the one who have chosen to do this. I want Keshin, actually. Keshin. Yeah, doing that determination. It's the event of having done determination on one's own, having made the resolution. In other words, not being coerced, etc. All right, we get our sort of classic Matsumoto tall panel. Onore no shinnen ni nani zuru no ga otoko da to chichi ni sou shite sodateraremashita. Okay. I need to look up this. We're going to zoom in a little bit so I can mm, 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 okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. I guess this is Junzuru. So Jun meaning martyrdom. And we see Junjiru, to sacrifice oneself. That is pretty much what this is. To sacrifice oneself. Or making a martyr of oneself. Doing martyrdom or doing sacrificing to one's own convictions is a man. That way, by father, that way doing was raised. So I was raised by my father to be a man that sacrifices himself to his own convictions. 父もまた信念に準じて, well, that's interesting. There he uses 準じて. 準じてひるまず笑って死にました. Father also, again, to convictions, sacrificing to hirumazu. He's basically going to say that's how my dad died. Without flinching, hirumu, but hirumazu, without faltering, without flinching, laughed and died. Yeah, so dad also, again, laughed and died without flinching, sacrificing himself to his convictions. 僕はそれが正しいと信じて疑いません. Do not doubt. So, as for me, that thing, believing correct and not doubting. Yeah. So, or being suspicious of. So, not doing that. So, as for me, I believe that's correct. That thing is correct, this whole concept, and I don't doubt it. わかりました. Understood. All right. では、そこに手形を押して。手形? So, well then, in that place, press the hand shape. The hand shape? I guess that's tegatachi? No, tegata. Tegata. A draft, a promissory note, or a signed handprint, sumo. So I guess sumos used to sign with just a handprint, a tegata, a literally hand shape. So that's what she's saying. Well, then in that place, push or press a hand shape. Your signature, basically. Tegata. この世の始まりから終わる時まで、その手形は残ります. This world's from the beginning until the time of the ending, as for the handprint, will remain. So this handprint will remain in this world from its beginning until the time that it ends. Okay, so presumably these are the people that have applied or filled the role of SPG before him, right? Including maybe a non-humanoid? Is that a paw print? たとえこの世が終わっても、この私が胸に抱いてゆきます. If this world, even if this world ends, me to the bosom will go and embrace. So I guess I will embrace this thing in my heart, in my chest, even if the world ends. Okay. Oh. There's our works in progress. Okay, and she is pointing to her mune, her chest, to denote that. He looks at his hand. Eta. Whoosh. Dot, dot, dot. Okay, so there's his handprint. All right. あなたのおシュウマイ no, sorry. あなたのお姉様、弟さんも星の海を航海しておいでですね. Your bigger sister and even or also your younger brother doing voyage in the Sea of Stars, it is, aren't they? So at the beginning of this chapter, we saw his sister. Her name was Kay. She was on board the Arcadia with Harlock, and we saw her talking about that she had two younger brothers. So he's the upper younger brother. So he has a younger brother and an older sister, which is Kay. So Destiny is aware of this, and she's asking him that you have an older brother or older sister and a younger brother who are doing voyage on the Sea of Stars, don't you? Hi, yes. 姉は自由の星の海を航海し続けています. As her older sister, freely the Sea of Stars continuing to do voyage. So as for my older sister, she is continuing to do voyage in the Sea of Stars of freedom. Jiyu. Of course, my chair is acting up. Great timing, chair. いつの日か someday, 僕たち家族のすべてを迎えに帰るのを信じていてと言い残して. 言い残す to stay behind or to leave when to state and when to leave unsaid. Okay. Hey, Cake, how's it going? Yeah, so someday we, all of the family, like welcoming back, leaving word with each other, I guess. So someday we, I guess, left word with each other that we believe that we will come back and greet all of the family. Something along those lines. Mukai ni. Yeah, I guess like to call for someone. No, kaeru is kaeru, not kuru. Mukai ni kuru, kaeru. Yeah, that's just going to be to greet someone and return home. Okay. Oh, your experiment died? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. ご立派なお姉様をお待ちですね. A splendid big sister waiting, isn't it? So you're waiting for an incredible, splendid big sister, aren't you? Yuki Kei-san, Ms. Kei Yuki. Captain Haroku no どころの旗の下に宇宙を駆け巡っている. So Ms. Kei Yuki, Captain Harlock's skull flag beneath, patrolling the universe. So kake meguru, rushing about. So Kei Yuki, she is rushing about the universe beneath the skull flag of Captain Harlock. Hey, that's right. Yes. Uh-oh, here come the tears. では、ケインが定規なさる走行列車へご案内します. Okay, so, well then, Kein is like, crew member, or it's not going to be Kein, I guess. This is like fellow crew member or something like that. Kakari, yeah. Okay, so it's not keiin. Kakari-in, I guess. Okay, yeah, I guess it's kakari-in. Well then, the person in charge? Person in charge. What did I say? Jogi? Okay. Jogi. Oh, it's not jogi. This is ninmu. Jomu? Jomu. Doing transport related work. Jomu nasaru. Go on, Naishimasu. Okay, so, well then, like the person in charge, the clerk in charge, I guess doing transportation work will become, and towards the armored train will do conducting. Conducting as in like leading someone to someplace. So the person in charge will do leading to the armored train to do transport related work, I guess. Okay. Boku no shunren, is that like my training? This is like training, right? It's not shunren. But what is this? Kunren. It's kunren, right? Yeah, kunren. So, boku no kunren wa? As for my training, meaning like you're already gonna take me to the train. What about my training? O chichi ue ya o haha ue wa o haha ue o nee sama no te de mo jubun ni nanae rarete masu. What is this? Kitaeru, to train, to discipline, to okay. So, mo jubun ni kitaerarete imasu. Father, mother, and with the hand of older sister, already sufficient being trained. So you've already been sufficiently trained by all of them. Hitsuyo arimasen. Necessity does not exist. Presumably of like more training here. Dewa maerimashou. So necessity does not exist. So then, like let's go. Let's visit. Okiki shite yoroshii deshou ga karera-san? Asking good, I wonder, Ms. Layla. So he's offering a polite question here, which is it okay if I ask something, Ms. Layla? Again, doing asking good, I wonder, Ms. Layla? Nani o? What about? Naze namida o sareru no desu ka? Why tears being flowed is it? So basically, why are you crying? But why are tears flowing? Sugu ni wakarimasu. Soon we'll understand. So you'll know momentarily. Sugu ni, soon, momentarily. Dun, dun, dun. All right. we get a whole page here. An almost Tokyo looking scene here. What do we have? Let's zoom in and see what we've got here. Ichiban yasunde okinasai. So one evening, go and rest. Go and rest for one evening. I guess we'll go this way. Koko de wa tabemono ni mo shukunani ni mo okane mo taichi mo irimasen. Okay, so basically saying she's like food isn't, or money isn't necessary for food or lodging. Shukuhaku? Shukuhaku? Yeah, shukuhaku ni mo lodging. Okane mo, it's either taichi or taika. Let's go with taika. It is taika. Compensation. Taika mo irimasen. So as for in this place, even for food, even for lodging, neither money, neither compensation is necessary. So you don't need compensation or money for either food or lodging in this place. この風景は、なんでこんな? As for this scenery, what is it? This sort of a thing, how could it be? Okay. Yeah, this sort of a scenery, landscape view. He's saying, what is it or how? こんな, this sort of a thing. Destiny. 四白駅 Destiny 運命を旅立つ旅人のために Okay, presumably this is her talking. It's her answer is like how or why this sort of view, this sort of scenery, and she's saying destiny. The first station, again, destiny, fate, for the purposes of travelers starting on a journey. It's the first destiny. It's the first station, destiny. ここから見える風景は、その人の心の中に焼き付いている一番大切で、懐かしいものが見えるようにしてあります。From this place, as for the scenery that's visible, or that can be seen, as for the scenery that's visible from this place, inside the kokoro of that person, burning, most precious, nostalgic, dear thing being visible in that manner is doing. So as for the scenery that's visible from this place, it is in the manner being visible as all of that stuff. What is the most burning, precious, nostalgic, dear, precious thing inside the person, the kokoro of that person, the heart, mind, and spirit of that person. So this is supposed to be somehow, I guess, like Fuji and maybe Tokyo. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah. Mount Fuji, Fuji-san. 僕ははるかにあの山を何気見て育った. So he says Mount Fuji, and then he gives it the Japanese name, Fuji-san, also Mount Fuji. As for me, far and away, that mountain was raised, I guess like, that's Oyogi? Oyogi mite? Or is it, no, Aogi. Aogi mite. Yeah, it's Aogu. To look up at, yeah. Hey, look, I don't know that I've ever seen this kanji actually in our reading, and I finally get to see it. It came up in Azumanga Daioh, really? Okay, I take that back. Anyway, Mount Fuji, as for me, far and away, that mountain looking up to was raised. I was raised looking up to that mountain. far away, far in the distance. Megalopolis 駅から39が発射するのを見ても、最後には、その風景を心に抱いて旅立つと思っていた。Okay. From Megalopolis Station, which is the 39 doing train departure, even seeing that. So even seeing the 39 doing train departure from Megalopolis Station. As for in the final, that scenery in the kokoro embracing starting on a journey was thinking. I was thinking of starting out on a journey, embracing in my kokoro that scenery, this scenery. Saiko ni, in the final, I guess it's saigo. In the end, most recently, in one's final moments. I'm not sure what his saigo is supposed to mean there. So saigo can mean in the end, most recently, but it can also mean in one's final moments. 確かにみんないた。Certainly everyone existed, meaning like everyone was there, certainly. Oh, okay, it's because, right, the earth has been destroyed. Yeah, okay. Even seeing the 39 doing train departure from the Megalopolis station, as for in the final moments, this scenery was thinking of trying to start on a journey, embracing in kokoro, this journey in the final moments. Yeah, everyone was there. Okay. Demo, but 僕は過去よりも将来への夢を信じ、その夢にすべてをかけて列車に乗ったのです。However, as for me, even from the past and towards the future dream believing in. So as for me, I'm believing in a dream even more from the future or from the past towards the future. And to that dream, am gambling everything, risking everything to that dream, and rode on the train. Yeah, me believing in the dream, even from the past into the future, and I got on the train, rode on the train, gambling everything on that dream. だからすぐ乗車します. And that's why soon, momentarily, we'll do train riding. 遊びに来たのではありません. As for with coming to play, does not exist. So I didn't come to play. That's why I will soon get on the train. All right. Oh, a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. 僕の乗る列車は my riding train as for. So as for the train that I'll be riding on, 銀河鉄道車両番号第365. Okay, we have not seen the official pronunciation of this, but it's Shiksu. 369. I am presuming it's going to be like 39 will be 369. So what train am I riding on? The Galaxy Railway train number... what's the difference between Bango and Dai? Car number 36. 36? The 36? 空間走行. That is the Grenadier word. And what is the actual pronunciation of this? Oh, actually not getting it. It is grenade. Tekidan. Tekidan hei sharyo 36. Okay. So the space armored grenade or grenadier car 36. Actually, sharyo is just a train, the rolling stock vehicle. Oh, this is all going into Azumangadayo. Oh, okay, so that's why it was not in Azumangadayo. I just put this in the wrong thing. Okay, so I had not seen Oyogi. All right, let me get this in the right chapter now. I'll have to fix that later. Okay. Yada yada yada. Koko e kuru toki. Anata ga notte kita ano resha ga so shiksu. To this place coming time, you riding and came that train. It's that way, the 36. I think she's saying like it's the train that you came on. It's the 36. Ki ga tsuite ta desho. Noticed probably. You probably noticed, became aware. Ano resha no zenko to chushinbu ni wa jusobi no soko sento sharyo ga renkon sarete hitome de それとわかる戦闘車両だったことに。Oof. Hey, Olive, how's it going? Okay, you probably noticed, right? That train's front and back, or before and after that train, the Zenko. I guess it's Zengo. Yeah. The front and back, before and behind, and as for to the center part. So, and basically in the front of the train, the back of the train, and in the center part. Chuobuni. Heavy armored provisions of armored war railroad cars being connected. What did I say? Renketsu? Yeah, Renketsu. Connection being done. Yep. And I said Sobi. Yeah, so heavy equipment of armored war railroad cars being connected. Hitomede. And with one eye? Oh, at a glance. And at a glance, with that thing understanding a war car, it was that event. Okay. So you probably noticed that even with just a glance, you understood that it was a war car just looking at it because of all those things. Okay. Shri Shiksu wa Ginga Tetsuro o mamoru tame motomo kibishiku karai ninmu ni tsuku SPG Space Panswa Grenada no notteru resha. As for the 36, for the purposes of protecting, guarding the Galaxy Railway, the most harsh, severe, painful, strict duty being SPG, the Space Panzer Grenadiers riding train. So it's the train that the Space Panzer Grenadier rides on, doing the duty that is the most strict, harsh, and painful for the purposes of protecting the Galaxy Railway. That's what the 36 is. Okay. あなたはその36に乗るためにここへ来た. As for you, on that 36, for the purposes of riding to this place came. So you came here to this place in order to ride on that 36. 一体銀河鉄道には何 nandai no resha ga aru no desu ka? Okay, this is an intensifier. Usually it's like what the hell or whatever. But as for to the Galaxy Railway, how the hell many platforms of trains exist? So basically, how the hell many trains does the Galaxy Railway have? Isen, 1,000. Isen, 1,000. Zero kara 1000まで、1000番まで、1000の列車がある. Yeah, I was gonna, that's not 1,000. So from 0 up until 1,000, it's 1,000 cars exist. それでは、1001両に, as for with that, it's 1,001 cars. 395だけは特別列車で任務が違うからです. As for only the 39, as a special train, duty is different. That's why. Okay. So in this, the 39 is not considered one of as the same as the rest. It's a special train with a responsibility. The duty is different. 39 か? The 39? 俺も、僕もあれに乗りたかったな. I also on that thing wanted to ride. I wanted to ride on the 39 too. Also, 39でハロックやエメラルダスやメートルのゆるという空間軌道を走りたかったな. On the 39, Harlock and Emeraldus and Meitoru existing, that's sort of a space railway, space track wanted to run, you know? So I wanted to run along or run on that space railway called, or where Meitoru, Emeraldus, and Harlock exist. Oh, okay. And we go from that to a full double page here of the 336. All right. Oops. And it's a train that definitely stands out. Wow. All right. We'll read one more page here. Saraba shonen yo. So saraba is a way to say farewell, like sayonara. So I guess the train's already going and he must be on it and she's saying farewell. Okay, since these are all tall panels, let's take a quick look at what we got here. She's talking and we see trains departing. Again, Saraba shonen yo, farewell boy. Toku toki no wa no sessuru tokoro de mata aoimashou. Far away, ring of times, directly touching place. At there, again, let's meet. So farewell, young boy. Let's meet again at the place that directly touches the ring of time far away. Watashi wa anata ni aete ureshii. As for me, with you, being able to meet, it's happiness. So I'd be happy to meet you again. そして運命が悲しい. And in addition, fate is sadness. Destiny is sadness. Now, this is sort of generic, not clear. Is she talking about his fate? Like your fate is sadness? Etc., etc. But that's what she says. Destiny, fate is sadness. Okay, that is like the 2/3 point. So we're going to pause there. We will be able to finish this chapter off next time. Again, chapter 1, the Tears of Fate, Tears of Destiny. We'll see how this wraps up. There are 4 chapters after that, and then we're done with Galaxy Express 399 Eternal. So almost done, but we'll see what happens next time.